Welcome back, Music Moguls. We are back with CD Market, and we are trying to keep this studio afloat and try to make our way through the 1950s. We are in February 1956, and last episode we lost $300,000 over the course of it. I thought we were finally turning a corner, but when we had to re-sign our artists and pump those finances, and now we're losing $2,600 in debt interest every time. But Houstonism and Crownless Kings are trying to keep us afloat. Houstonism, nicely done on their album. It was scaring us when they first released, but now it's sold 39,000. We know to bring that price down next time though, because it only peaked at number 11, even though they have more recognition. So if we bring that down to 8 or 9, I think they'll sell a lot more. Crownless Kings has made money on their singles lately, so they've got an album that will be coming up fairly soon. We got to get that set and going, and I think they actually have one more single. Nope, we have already reached it. We got to make sure their album hype is up, which it is, so we can get an album release there, get them back into touring, because the touring and the merchandise is what's going to help us with Houstonism. They are really crushing it there, and this album is going to be fantastic. We're going to put it for release on May 1st because we're not doing anything. We are going to publish it using the 90%. They'll let them take that because it's you know what? No, they're not recognized enough. So we'll do the 90. But in the EU, in Europe, we're going to do the 80% one because I think we can make some money off of that. We can't afford to do that. We are going to do $8. We'll do $8. They say it seems reasonable. No, we'll do one more. We're getting greedy then. We'll do 8 because they don't really. No, 9. We need the money. We'll find out if that's a good idea or not. And then we need to get Pine Street Revival back into the studio. I'm going to have to pay them $37,000 to do it. We're going to get them in this 85% one, and we're going to have to pay them. Oh, that's a hit. And that studio session is going to cost us more too. But $14,000, we got a good chunk of it back, and we have ourselves party time. I would love to do. Oh, we got talent scouts galore. I guess we'll go with the guy David Wilson, who is rock. Connects you with a new talent scout for free. Does that mean we? Okay, so Lisa and the Superhumans are country. We need somebody who's going to be big in the UK already, who's got some not recognition there, but in. I mean, none of these are where we want them. Could we split up our band Houstonism and take these guys and maybe make them worth something individually to help us and have 4 guys doing something? I don't think that's going to work, but 10,000 records sold is good news for us. They can write their own. Pine Street Revival can. Going to have to take a little hit on our production quality, so we're going to use Tyree Wolf again. And What the Morning Took is amazing here. It is about urban life and cityscape. Cars on the overpass. Catch Me on a Better Day. Things Look Different from the Highway. Back Before the Fire. Kill the Lights. Keep the Noise. A Letter from the Missing Year. These, again, love it. In the Spotlight. Oh, and one more. There we go. Dime and a Half Dozen. Can we do another one? We can. I guess this is growing up. There we go. Lock that in. $11,000 is what we took, but we still made $14,000 back, so we still came out with a profit there. The tour is now we're still a month to kick off, but look at this. It's sold out 2 in every one. So that means on our next tour, we need to go bigger. And we were doing this at $4 a ticket. So we can do at least $5 a ticket. That was making us money. The merchandise is not selling quite as much now. Still made a profit for it. Crownless Kings is going to need to do a new one whenever their new release comes out. I don't think we have anything else. Can we do a greatest hits? At least 4 albums released And they've only had 3. Oh, okay, so we can do a greatest hits. That could maybe help us get something out there and make some money that way too. We're going to need to get them back in the studio eventually. $13,000 profit. So Crownless Kings has made profit on that 90% distribution deal. North America has paid off because their recognition is 2%. The Fat Lady Sings is doing much better now. 67,000 records, 74,000 profit. Let's check our distribution networks. We've sold 492,000, so we are very close to getting Grand Records to make it a 12% distribution, which would be good to break into with some of our small groups. We are still quite a ways away with 165,000, 13,000, and we haven't sold anything in these others. So that's not going to help us at all. And if Houstonism gets a little bit of recognition in some of these other places, we could then re-release some albums in those areas. All right, 15,000 there. I forgot we have to get Pine Street Revival into the studio to do the recordings. We made $3,400. Gained a little recognition in the UK for Houstonism, so they are now at 2%, getting closer to releasing something. Marketing-wise, things are looking good for us. We got a couple more events coming up, and let's get in and start recording. This one is not going to be our top-notch studio. Actually, you know what? Let's bring just a little bit more, make it a little bit better, because this has potential to be a really good album. It's going to cost us $25,000. All right. Well, hopefully we can afford it. 11,000 there. Live show gets Houstonism a little bit more in Europe, and so they're trying. Everything's working here. Okay. $10,000 profit, continuing to make money, so that's good. Crownless Kings get a live show where they get some more North American recognition, the one we want the most, and they get it. Look at their singles. Their singles have now made $5,000 in profit, and they've made profit $8,000 there. This one is starting to tail down a little bit, but it's made $111,000. Overall, Houstonism has made off of their albums $22,000 profit, $211,000 profit because it sold so many fewer records. We just overshot on the price. It's a better record album, so $7-8 is probably where we need to stay. $10,000 there. We're back into the below $800,000, which is good, and we have 2 acts going to Midtown Sound Weekend Festival. The tour is going well. It has made $16,000 in profit after several stops. Merchandising is selling, not as much. But we have ourselves a new album coming out very soon, and they get on most of the stations. Question is, and Fat Lady Sings is still doing okay for us. We should be very close on the distribution in North America expanding. We can make a deal, 30, and we get another one for 30% distribution fee. All right, we have 12% in North America, and we are not far away from adding another 8. These next 2 would snowball pretty quick, and that's where we get Pine Street Revival, Crownless Kings, using our own distribution to soften the blow. Lost a little bit of money due to the Crownless Kings album release. It will hopefully make us some money, though, in the long run. And we can get them to work on a tour. Rhythm of Love Tour. How about that? Select the dates in Europe, because otherwise the cost is going to be huge. And they barely filled out Europe last time. We're going to try all of these, though. They are bigger, and we're going to do 2 each at the smaller ones. And then on the larger one, we're just going to do 1. So it's going to cost us $5,600 for venue costs. And we will select our latest releases. 84% novelty, 75% average song quality. That's fantastic. What else do we have any other really good ones that we can get on there? Like Heavy is the Empty Throne. And we'll do the photograph was out of focus. Actually, that's going to hurt us on repeats. So we'll hold off on that. The novelty will boost ticket sales. Okay, and that means we need to liquidate that merchandise. Crownless Kings, get rid of that. Order some new merch. Get that in soon. We'll do that on the 14th. Raise that up to $18 as well. And we're going to do a 4,000 stock. And hopefully that starts off and gets us some money right there. $14,000, $2,500 in tickets sold, and we need to get them re-signed. I really hope this isn't going to cost us too much. 2 albums expected advance range. Is that per album? Wow. So we do 2 albums. It's double the cost per album. That is crazy. That lowers our costs. Could do 2 possibly. What if we do 2 singles? $75,000? They take it. Okay, I know the singles, it hurts us, but they've already got... Okay, so they just released. They sold 1,000, peaked at 13 there. It's going to take a lot to try to get that money up. But if we look at the artists, Crownless Kings already have 76% album hype. Has that just not dropped yet? $26,000 made there. Okay, there it dropped. Okay. But now it's on the way back up for Houstonism, and Pine Street Revival is recording. They're about to cost us some money. There they go. But oh no, we're hanging around that 800,000 because we just had to pay for everything else. What about merchandise? Crownless Kings is flying through their merch. $1,700 already for $8,000 profit. They're slowing down. Pine Street Revival, I guess we should just go ahead and liquidate that. Get rid of that. They really need to get some more recognition somewhere. Europe's going great for the Crownless Kings. We need to get them going. Get their physical appeal up. And let's set the directive. We will do... nostalgia for them. Not playing the demo session yet. They're going to go on tour soon. This tour, the Fat Lady Sings, made us $9,200 in profit, and it could have made so much more. $4 ticket price, obviously a steal for them. And the Crownless Kings, look at this. They've made 11,000. They've sold 85%. They've been selling out everywhere. So we know they can tour in Europe as well. $10,000 there. Houstonism is making us money. Let's see what we're training them at. Everything's ready to go. They're disciplined. Let's get that songwriting talent, I guess, up there, so they can make that next album be great too. Rhythm of Love is going to struggle to make money. It's not going to, I don't think. I don't know why. Their singles are doing really well. 13,000 sold, but only 4,000 there. I don't know what happened. Well, Houstonism has made the profit, 205,000. They're still doing okay. 132,000 records sold. Let's check the distribution. Are we able to do another one yet? 600,000. We are very close. UK is not anywhere close. Europe is not there yet. So we're not there. Oceania, 13%. We could release something in there from Houstonism. $15,000. We'll take those because we made 6,000 from the both going to the Oceania one, and we picked up some stage presence as well as some recognition, 1% for both. That's a huge gain for us. And we got 2 more events that are on the way. So we could go with 1.7%. I don't think it's going to do enough. 8,900 there. I guess we could check out Houstonism. Are there any singles that we could potentially re-release in Oceania? Own distribution. Marketing campaign. We do not want any marketing campaign. Nothing. We could do 240 a week. For $960, $2,100 total cost. Let's release it there and see what happens. Be a nice experiment. Got an interview for Pine Street Revival getting the recognition up in the UK. So their stuff is ready to go. Let's start getting their stuff out there. We're going to send these are some big hits. So we got What the Morning Took and Things Look Different on the Highway. That's going to go first. We are not doing any recognition, so we'll do September 11th there. Own distribution. We will do the 83. It's not worth it. I don't know that they're... Well, they might. We'll do 83%. See how this is. We haven't really done anything there. And we're going to do our own distribution in Oceania as well. We'll do $5 for theirs and release it. People are clamoring for their album. The album hype. Crownless Kings, not so much. There they go. They're starting to sell a little bit more now. $9,500. We'll take that. Tours. Just have a little bit more to sell. It doesn't look like they're going to quite get over the hump there. Crownless Kings is selling their merchandise still. Making us money that way. $10,000 profit again. 26%. We're just going to let them continue to do that. We have another re-release coming up on the 29th of July, so next week. Costs us a little bit of money. I just want to see what that does. So we have that re-release of Catch Me on a Better Day. The profit is slightly less now because of the new release. But now we can go in and see, did it actually sell anything? No. So experiment did not work out. But Houstonism gets some more fans in North America, 704 more. Getting some nice reach as well. Crownless Kings has started everything. Catch Me on a Better Day has that release. It still hasn't sold anything. We could try selling something else there, like one of these albums potentially. That one already got released there. This one did not. How much would this one cost? We even did a marketing campaign, so it's only $1,000. Let's schedule a re-release on that one too. $11,000. The re-release will be on September 9th. $12,000 there. Merchandise is all okay. Crownless Kings. Let's see how their stuff's doing. Their latest album, Rhythm of Love, has now broken through. Profitability is there. Look at this. 4,900 sales in the U.S. 30,000 in Europe. 12,000 profit this time. We've got ourselves another meeting. Would really like a massive free PR campaign. But the festival is really good too. Let's go for the festival. We get in a festival slot. Let's check out our talent again, the scouting. They're all in their 30s. Here's our rock one, 29, 39, 40-year-old drummer, Bumpy Sausage Brigade. I mean, we can train them, but it's going to cost us more. 38, 30, 38, R&B, Flight of the Cream Cockroaches. Love it. We could do a pop one, the Glamour Ghouls. They have nothing. There's so much training. Now, these we have a little bit more we could work with, but their songwriting talent is junk. Let's get rid of Erica Hackett. Yeah. I guess we're going to hire a scout. A cheap one. Pierce Johns. Cheapest thing we can get. And as far as finances go, we need to have another accountant. Of course we do. Let's hire another one. Is that enough? Nope. One more accountant. So we need a better accountant. I guess we'll hire that one. Okay, we got enough there. Our debt, though, is $2,000 in interest. Okay, we've got the Amused by My Fire re-release in Oceania. Pine Street Revival got picked up on 2 stations. That's good news. $4,500 profit because we took an $8,000 hit. Pine Street Revival, huge release there for them. Let's go back to Amused by My Fire. They sold 4 records. Okay, we sold something in Oceania. We'll count that as a success. And as far as album hype, they're getting up there 36%. We can get them back into the studio soon, probably. I think we'll go back to Auto Hospitality. These guys, what are they training on? Discipline. Yeah, that's probably best. These guys have a lot of potential now that we've done. Let's get the collaboration skills up there too. $14,000. When we look at all of our artists, as far as all types, What the Morning took, North America, 18 sales, 11 sales in Oceania, using our own distribution networks, 556 in the United Kingdom. So they're still taking a hit, but that is still okay. And then we got Rhythm of Love, which has made quite a bit more. If we zoom in on the Crownless Kings and we look at their albums, it's gone from $67,000 profit, selling $138,000, selling $60,000. The other side isn't. They sold 23 in North America. They've sold only 8, but this is starting to pick up a little bit. All right, it's starting to tail down. Hopefully they'll continue to do well. When we look at the Houstonism one, they've made a lot more profit. So the $10, it turned out it was okay for us, $182,000 records. We did not sell as many records, but we made a lot more money in the long run. So maybe $10 is doable, and especially if they get bigger and they become bigger and bigger and bigger. But of course, Amused by My Fire now has hit Oceania with 7 record sales. Look out, world, here we come. Got to get another single coming out there for Pine Street Revival. Cars on the Overpass and Kill the Lights, Keep the Noise. We will get that out in November, right around Thanksgiving time. We're going to do our own distribution in these 2 spots again, help maybe get some recognition out there, and we'll do the 83%. $5 again, and release that. $12,000 profit. Okay, good deal. Let's get back into the studio, plan another demo session with Houstonism. On the 15th, we're going to go to the big one, $11,000. We've clawed our way back up some. The Tour of Love has been completed. That one ended up bringing in $8,200 in profit. Our second most successful tour sold out everything, so we know they can go up there, and $3 is probably too little for them merchandising wise. So 3,100 of those 4,000, they made us 25,000 in profit, almost as much as the Houstonism merch did. So we've got two bands doing well, and Pine Street Revival is well, they're selling records, and so we will take that gladly. And I do want to check in on Amused by My Fire. 14, look at that, we're up to 14 record sales. They brought in 100,000, and which is more than our own distribution, it looks like. So I mean, I think that was a worthwhile experiment to do. The UK is one that we don't have any distribution in though yet. We have barely sold anything there. Europe, we are still a ways away. Oh, we can get another 8% to increase ourselves to 20%. Nope. Let's do 30. Oh, no, they didn't like it. We got to wait 92 days. Unfortunately. But we'll be bigger. We're almost up to 675,000. We can go for the other 9. These other ones, Oceania, we're actually selling records now, though, so watch out. We'll get there eventually. Another 10,000. And a bad influence. Oh, this is, again, Crownless Kings, a partier. I feel like she did this before. We got to do the treatment. Houstonism gets to write their own stuff. We will give them... Tyree Wolf's been doing well for us, so let's do it again. County Road Apology. It's adventure. That works. I should have stayed home. Vibes for What It's Worth. Dancing with Fire. Detour. There are stars under the floorboards. Come Back for Winter. Before Winter. Wave Rider. Good News for Nobody. And The Distance Between Two Stars. They only got 10 songs out of that. Ooh, that one's not too good. Another Moon, Another Memory. $12,000. Okay. Record those. We got $6,400. We can do a greatest hits album when they're done with this one. Let's remember that. Let's get back into the marketing for... Where we go? Crownless Kings. Get big marketing now. North America and Europe. Why can we not? Oh, they're under treatment. That's right. Okay, so we're still making money, though. That's the good news. We're scouting some as well. Tax filing's done. And we have a proposal for Houstonism, which could net us $5,700 for a car manufacturer. Yes, and we got it. Rhythm of Love is doing quite well for us. Pine Street Revival has not turned a profit yet, but overall, I'm encouraged by it. They are at 7% recognition now. Made $5,600. And remember, part of that is because we are paying not only $1,700 in interest, but we are also paying for, where is it? We're paying almost $3,000 in treatment plans. So $5,000 there. Let's go ahead and record. Get these guys, and we're going to go for the top-notch one again, Select Studios. That's going to cost us $37,000, but we're in a position where we can do that now. Crownless Kings, we're going to let them train a little bit more before we get them back into the studio. Remember, we have cut down on training some. And Pine Street Revival gets on the air again in 3 of those, and then Crownless Kings bombs an interview. Still picks up a little recognition and a few fans. And it's in North America, so that's good. Okay. We lost some money because of the release. That's expected. Got a little bit of money here when Crownless Kings performed in Japan. So we got some recognition into Japan a little bit there. And Pine Street Revival is out with yet another good, solid, rated single. Their album hype is huge. $6,800. And now what do we have? Pine Street Revival has been showing signs of alcohol addiction. Late night. Oh, my goodness. I guess we'll give them treatment too, but that's not what we want to see. And they've got $5,600 to go to get to profitability. This one is getting ever closer. Let's check in on that Houstonism. Amused by Fire, what has it sold? 68 records sold, $500. Well, let's 36 more there. We are really close to selling in North America. Not so much there in those locations. One thing I think we're going to try to do with, well, yeah, we are doing Europe. Okay. We lost a little bit of money, and that's, again, because of all these treatments. $8,700 in treatment. Okay. We'll get that next album out fairly soon. $1,600. Now we're burning through money. Yet again, here we go. Just as we get close to thinking we're turning a corner. Crownless Kings could get back into the studio as well. We do need some more talent, I think. So we'll wait to see what our talent scout brings us on the next one. 47%. It's going to be a little bit before that happens because they're not the best talent scout. Just to finish the recording session, Crownless Kings is... Okay, so we're back there with Crownless Kings. That means we can get them back on our marketing campaign. Again, we're going to try these two. Could do Oceania, but I don't think that one is a good one. We'll do younger on that demographic. Get them up there. Okay, only $900 lost. Again, we're still treating one. A little bit of hype for Pine Street Revival in North America. We haven't checked our market research. Rock and roll is huge in North America right now, and in the UK and EU. Not so much Japan, but everywhere else in Oceania it's good. So we are at least in the right market as far as that goes. Have we won any awards? No. Barely losing money now. If we look at our finances, that's because $4,400 are for addiction treatments. So we're kind of making money. Just not really making money. Album hype is 48%. We don't get a lot of, I don't think we have too many. We get 2 singles this time, so we'll hold off a little bit. Houstonism gets a live show. Release hype goes up a little bit. Europe, that's good news for us. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get another single out there for Houstonism. County Road Apology and Detour. Those go hand in hand. And we are in February, so we'll do April 23rd. North America, we're going to publish that at the 80% one. What would that be? 12% recognition. Yeah, we're not going to do that. Okay. We're going to go with that 80%. We still haven't broke through yet. This is going to be our own distribution. Oh, we don't have any distribution yet, do we? Okay, remove that. Europe, we do have a little bit, 7%. Japan, we're going to remove that one from the release. And we're going to use our own distribution in Oceania, try to get them a little bit more there. So they have a little bit of recognition where they could maybe do something. We're going to do $6 because they're big. They're important. People love them. Almost making money. Pine Street Revival is getting closer to profitability in theirs. And when we look at our Amused by Fire, 112. So we could re-release that. We could release that in Europe with our own distribution. Nothing there. $1,700. It's going to cost us a little bit of money, but I think it's worth it. And we got a chance to get $6,000 here due to a fast food chain with Who's this one for? Houstonism. Let's take that. Making a little bit of money again. Not really sure why. Maybe it's that well, no, this one isn't the re-release yet. I'm not sure, but I'm glad we're getting it. Crownless Kings is getting really big in Europe. Marketing's going well. We have a chance to make a deal again. Let's do 29%. Oh, they took it at 29%. And then Key Records for another 9%. Oh, they're asking a lot. Not as much as it could be, though. So we've got 29% market share that we can start to break in North America with for our smaller groups. So that's going to be good for Crownless Kings and Pine Street Revival. We don't have to pay big for them now, but they can get in a little bit. Made $2,300. Successful recovery. We have a party. Let's try the Journalist. And we don't get it. All right. Making money, though, even though we released something. Amused by My Fire in Europe now. $800. I'm interested to sell anything. 9 copies. Again, I think it's worth it to experiment to see what we can do with our own and to maybe expand our reach. I don't know if it's doing that when you get a release. It makes sense that it would expand their recognition a little bit, but I don't know that it is. But we are making every little bitty bits of money. We got that release coming. We need to get... Do we have another single available for them? Pine Street Revival. There we go. Catch Me on a Better Day and Back Before the Fire. That one will come out in the end of May. Own distribution in North America. Own there. Let's do it in Europe just to see if it does actually help get that recognition up at all. $5 again. $500 profit. Okay. I think it's time to get the Crownless Kings back into the studio. We're going to go for the good studio. No, $5,000. Let's go for the not quite as good studio. They're great songwriters. They'll be fine. And Houstonism, County Road Apology. All the stations take it. Look at this. Over 1 million listeners now. What is their fan total? We haven't really looked at that. Fan total is 13,000 fans. 1,100 hardcore. Pine Street Revival, 3,300 and 100. And then Crownless Kings, 6,800 and 759. How is our scouting coming along? 87% before we get somebody new. Took a big hit there with the single release. Great reviews, though. And we are going into the studio. And we're going to go with our boy Tyree Wolf. He's been crushing it out of the night. So this is nostalgia. March of Ants. What else you got? Crashing Waves. Okay, we'll take it. All the Colors After Midnight. Winter Left Without a Word. That's a fantastic one. Windswept. Dust on the Dashboard. Talk About My Way. Speak of the Demon. I Think We're Rocking. Night Owl and Ghosts in the Night. $11,000 for that. But $16,000 cash flow coming in, selling 14 records in Europe with our own distribution, 18 in Oceania, 3,500 in North America, peaking at number 5. It's already climbing up there. Good news all around. $3,000 there. We've got our next recording session coming up. We will give them the Pulse Pinnacle Studio. It's going to cost a lot of money, but we need to do that. Pine Street Revival is going good. $1,200 profit. And album hype's at 81% already. We know they can sell even bigger next time. Pine Street Revival gets on 3, and they get a charity show, which gets them 100 fans and a little bit of recognition in the UK, which is where they're the biggest at anyways. Oh, we have a new artist group scouted. Chewy Puppies of the Ginger Banana from Japan, who's pop. You know, If they're decent at all, that name is worth signing alone. Wow. We're going to check them out for free, though. We're not in a rush. Let's see if they're any good. Oh, we just took a huge hit in expenses. What did we pay so much on there? Taxes. Ah, the tax man cometh. Wow, that was a big one. County Apology Roads made $2,400. And Catch Me on a Better Day has now been released. Another single. This is where we're experimenting there, see if they can break through on anything, which they're not breaking through at all there. So I don't know that it does improve them. County Road Apology isn't improving 1.7, so it doesn't look like the album release necessarily improves them. I guess you have to get maybe the 100%. I don't know. But I do want to see Amused by Fire has sold 146 albums in Europe. That's not bad. Do we have any more distribution opportunities? We are close on expanding even more in North America. Not so close in the UK. EU is actually about halfway there. And Oceania is nowhere near there. But we haven't done a wide release there either. Crownless Kings is recording. Okay, so Catch Me on a Better Day. We can go ahead and get Pine Street Revival out there with their album. It's going to be released on September 10th. Own distribution in North America and Oceania. The UK, we're going to go with that 80%. No marketing. We'll do $8. What the Morning Took. Get that out there. I love the Prophet. And they're up to 85% album hype. Do we have any marketing going on? We don't have any for Pine Street. We're going to go ahead and go to big here, and we're going to try to go UK and North America. Got to break into North America. All right, let's see here. $1,400 made. There's a hit, but that's because of the Crownless Kings being recorded. So they're ready to go. Their album hype's only at 41%. How many do we get with them as far as singles go? 2 singles for this album. $400. Houstonism gets an interview, a little bit more in North America, and their single is doing really well at $6. Catch Me on a Better Day is needing to do some work. 207 records sold in Europe for them. So maybe later we can do a re-release on some of these. I think it'd be worth it to get them up a little bit more. Rhythm of Love, that album has made $267,000 in profit. It is our second most profitable album. So Pine Street Revival will be interesting. $7 made $28,000, or lost us $28,000. They've got to be doing better. The album is so much better this time. So we're at $700,000 in the hole. We've got a new album coming out. We're going to get a new single coming out from Crownless Kings. It's going to go The Winter Left Without a Word and Crashing Waves. Send those out there. And we will do that one in October. Own distribution there and in Oceania. And in Europe, we'll do the 80%. That seems to be kind of the sweet spot at the moment for us. $6 on that one. I think they're big enough to be able to make that work. As far as merchandising goes, there's still a lot of merch left. We had a new festival. Oh, that was a while back. Still waiting on that scouting to take place. Oh no, okay, so it has happened. What do they have? They've actually got some basic talent that we could use. They're in Japan. That would give us a new They're young. It would branch out the label. Could we do 3? Oh, they want a lot for that. Let's just do 1 album, see what that does. 32,000, 3 singles. Actually, that can bring us down a little bit. 1 promo single. We never do promo singles anyways. Let's do 0 promo singles. I don't think we need it. Let's get all those down. And they took it. All right. So it's our first pop one. And their theme will be Japan pop. Discovery and curiosity. Let's go with that. We're not going to play in a demo session yet. We got to actually look into getting them trained. Got to train them up quite a bit. We're going to go ahead and max out their training. And we are going to select songwriting to start. So we're in no hurry to get them going at all. We are losing a little bit of money now, though. We need to get a new release out there. And speaking of it, Pine Street Revival, we get their album. We also get them to a festival. Houstonism gets to perform. So we got 3 going to festivals. Let's check out our marketing. They're all good. Probably need to get a new marketing person. Let's get Victoria in there. And let's get to work on the marketing. That's a lot. Okay, let's find an event for our young guys. We're going to go medium, and we're going to do Japan. We're already known, and we got to break in North America. Got to try to break in. 13,000 lost, 11,000. We're not going to cheat the system there. Pine Street Revival. Big review. Will it be enough to make money? They get to come to a festival. We got several festival invites. Everybody's getting marketing. We can increase that. Keep them going. $8,000 made. Okay, so good news there. They did reach number 11 in the UK. I don't know. It's going to be a while before they actually get to profitability, but Rhythm of Love, it crushed it. But they're also better known. But one thing we do get to do now is set a tour up for Pine Street Revival, going to the UK where they are known. We're going to go Nirvana, Liverpool, Newcastle, Cardiff, Pioneer, Manchester. We're going to go all of these that are a little bit cheaper, just 1 show each. Actually, they've got 12% recognition. So on these smaller ones, let's just do 2. Too low or too high? Let's do $4. Bit too high, I guess. Latest release. 100% novelty because they haven't toured in so long. We can also get some merch going for them. Let's get out there in October. $16 on this one. We'll just do $2,000. Probably more than they're going to sell anyways. $2,800 profit. Okay. And they've already sold 39%. Wow, they are starting off strong. 11,000 profit. Crownless Kings gets their next single on the air, rejected by a couple of them. Lost money only because of that, but then we get a live show, which gets them recognition in North America, and the festival gets Crownless Kings more recognition there as well. 0.48, so they're breaking through in the UK, and they get an awesome 4.5-star release. Look at this. What the Morning Took is starting to gain traction here. 21,000. So word of mouth is working for us. When we look at the, where is it? Amused by My Fire, $303. So Region's setup, we haven't really made our money back with with those two releases. And it's not really seemed to help them grow. But now we've made $14,000 there. Crownless Kings with a good first week. They were number 1 in Europe. What the Morning Took is doing better. We need to get another release out there. We'll do this next single for... Actually, can we do a promo single? We can for them because we have theirs. So let's get that out there as soon as we can. We're going to do our own 80 and our own. Just kind of follow that. $4 is good for that, for the promo single. $6,400. Oh, we got band drama. Chewy puppies of the Ginger Band have tensions. Okay, so let's readdress what we're going to do with that. We need to work on, I guess, collaboration skills, guys. Tone it down. We don't want to break up already. $6,600 profit. We're still at $700,000. How did we get that much lower? Well, we had to pay advances and paying for the fees and stuff. County Apology Road for a single is doing fantastic. Let's go back to our distribution. North America, we are close to getting there. UK, we are not. EU, we're 300,000 away. Japan, nothing yet. Nothing yet, and we are still quite a bit away from there. But $14,000 profit, we'll take that thanks to those festivals where Houstonism gets experience in Japan, 1%, and Pine Street Revival as well. So we're breaking into Japan, and we have a crowd favorite with Teresa Mitchell from Pine Street Revival. Crowd's cheering the loudest for her. Give her more spotlight, which decreases the happiness and the band chemistry, but gets us more fans. Oh. Let's maintain the balance approach. Lost some money thanks to the new album, but we got a little bit there. Crownless Kings in Europe get a little bit more recognition as well. Pine Street Revival gets their promo album out there. How's their main album doing? Their main album's profitable, doing fantastic. So things are going okay for us. How are we doing on hype? 100% for Houstonism, 77% for Crownless Kings. So they're all getting up there. We can get that Houstonism album set up. Do we have another release in there? Oh, yeah, we got another solo. We're going to do that. Vibes for What It's Worth, and I Should Have Stayed Home. We will release that on February 11th. We're not going to do our own distribution there because that's a big jump right there for 3%. We will do our own distribution in Europe at 7%. And there, and you know what? We're going to do the 90% in Japan. Actually, let's do it in the UK too. Let's release this thing in all the ones where we have some presence. $6. See if we can get it out there and see what the February release date does for us. $8,700 there, $13,000 there, and we have a band reunion happening. Thank goodness. North America presence for Houstonism and Pine Street Revival, which is where we really want to see it. And I think it's about that time. So we're coming. Well, let's finish up this season, this year. Get out of 1957. $8,000 there. How's the tour looking? They've started their tour, and they are profitable at $6,000. They have sold out almost everything. How's the merch going? Pine Street Revival has sold 1,700 of those. Wow. Let's order another 250. I don't know that they're going to go much beyond that because these others kind of top out at the 3,000 or so mark. There's still effectiveness as far as attractive. So it's probably still okay. $5,000 there. Making money. And we are in January of 1958. Pine Street Revival hasn't quite turned the corner yet for profitability on that promo one, but Crownless Kings is making money on theirs. Pine Street Revival's album's making money. We've got another single coming out from Houstonism. Things are being released. We made money this episode, $200,000. We're going to have a couple big releases coming up. We're going to have a couple big tours coming up. Maybe 1958's the year that we get closer to actually being in the black and being able to expand. We got a fourth band here that we can now train up and get them ready. So it's just a matter of seeing what's going to happen. But with that being said, we're going to wrap up here. So thank you all for joining me. Really do appreciate all the support and everything you're doing. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and let's see where we can take this thing. So until next time, take care. And as always, have yourselves an amazing day and go out there and help somebody else have one as well.